All right, Taurus. So clearly here there is persistence and perseverance when it comes to trying to achieve something where you feel like maybe things haven't been happening. But I feel like looking at this, there is a need to remember that you can change your perspective on things. And I say that because of freedom and obsession. So going the distance clearly is about perseverance, right? But it also indicates that things may not have been happening quickly or the way that you had expected them to. Freedom, I think, is not about finding spiritual freedom within. I think it's about realizing that you have freedom to change your perspective on what it is that you're going after. And I say that because of obsession. This is where you're obsessed with a particular outcome and you cannot see any other way of how something will develop. And that's just not the truth. When you let go of that, things kind of fall into place in really strange ways, right? But I think that for a lot of you, it almost feels like you've been going, doing all the right things, working really hard, putting in all the effort, but everything just seems like it's not working out or not developing the way that you wanted it to. But again, you need to change your perspective on what you think the outcome should be. Because once you let that go and you're not so hyper focused on like a particular outcome, that's when things start to fall into place. But you need to continue though, regardless. Just be careful about whatever it is that you're working toward right now. Making sure that it doesn't become an obsession. Death, yeah. Out with the old and with the new. Something needs to come to an end. Alright, Taurus. The overall here is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords for me really shows, it's like I don't want to see that, so I'm not going to make any decisions based on that. It's like refusing to see the truth of a situation. Now for others of you, it could feel like I don't have a choice in the matter, or you don't know what to choose right now. But there is a refusal to not see something for what it is. And that's where it makes it more difficult to make, the right choice for yourself. But we'll see. Now, in the past, the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, things moving slowly, right? But it's methodical. Slow and steady. And continuing. And going back to go the distance, obviously. But here, it's like I've put everything into place. And I'm following this path, but things are not progressing very quickly. And it may be that there is some stagnation because of this inability to make a choice right here. In the present, the Six of Cups. So I like the Six of Cups in terms of nostalgia when it comes to looking at happier times and happier memories. But like I've always said, you need to be careful, right? Your mind is a record of the past. And the choices that we make are based on past conditioning, right? So you have to be careful about what it is that you're looking at and bringing into the present moment, because it will reflect back to you. But right now you may be looking at how in the past things were moving in a certain direction, albeit slow. But maybe you're looking at that and thinking that that wasn't the right action to take. And the only reason why I say that is because of the Two of Swords. Future conditions, the Nine of Pentacles. So what you're working toward is moving into this place where you can enjoy the abundance that you've created, right? Independence and security. But with the Two of Swords, it's like, how do I do that? And you may be looking toward the past in looking at possibly a different opportunity or a different way of doing things compared to how things have gone before. That, or there's this return, this needing to return to this place where things are kind of slowing down, and you have detailed information as to how you are going to move forward into this place of being financially abundant and secure. And it's there, it's just, there's a choice that has to be made that I don't know that you're willing to make right now. And it may be the choice to let go of someone from the past where you thought things were going in a different direction. But I do like the Nine of Pentacles. It's just, what choice is it that you're having to make, and what is it that you're not seeing or refusing to see about the past that's blocking you from making the choice to be able to enjoy the abundance that's surrounding you. Your best path to follow the Nine of Swords. Quit doing that shit. Don't do that to yourself. That's anxiety, worry, overthinking. For some of you, you may have thought that, this is the way to do things in order to get to this financial security. But it's like, that's not what I want to do. That is not what I want to do. I don't want to have to make that choice. I want to be able to do something different. Something that I think, brought you a lot of happiness, though it may not have moved very quickly. But, if you're looking at wanting to move into this place of just being able to be financially secure enough to be able to fucking enjoy life, you got to stop doing this to yourself. You can't be overthinking things. The monkey brain is going to jump through all kinds of hoops and make you fear your future if you're continuously holding on to thoughts of how things should be, especially if you're looking back at the past and thinking, well, this is how we do this. It's almost like saying, I need to work the 9 to 5, but that's not what I want to do. But I feel like I don't have a choice in doing that, because it's the only way to get to this place, right? But the Six of Cups, it makes me wonder if there wasn't something more enjoyable that you were doing in the past that maybe didn't produce a lot of results, but maybe that's something that you need to go back to. But I don't know that you see that there's an option to do that because of this, right? Stop doing that to yourself. Don't do that. You have control over the way that you think. In your environment, the Four of Swords. So, okay. And this may not be true for all of you, but looking at the Four of Swords in your environment, this is like needing to take a break to recover from the harmful thoughts that may be preventing you from making a choice to do something that may bring more happiness and emotional fulfillment to you. And it's something directed at your past that you have looked at doing before. But it's almost like, how am I supposed to do this if I can't function right now? Like, I need to take a break. I need to take a break and think about things. The problem is that what you're thinking about is really not good. It's a block. And it's not like the Eight of Swords. This is like fear. Right? It's not like you're only seeing things a certain way and you don't see a way out of it. It's more so like, if I make this choice to do something that's going to bring me more happiness and financial security and abundance, I'm afraid that it's not going to develop the way that you want it to. But for some of you, like, literally, you may be in a place right now where your health may not be that great either. And like, you're trying to recover from that, but more so needing to recover from the negative thoughts that are like blocking you from seeing a different choice. Oh. Your hopes and your fears, strength, right? You don't need to force anything to happen right now. And maybe what you need to do is just to sit and chill out. right? And clear up those negative thoughts of fear and anxiety. And look back to something in the past that emotionally may have been more happy for you. There may be a different path to take on this that'll lead you to the security and this financial abundance, right? It's just you may not be seeing it right now because you think that you need to force a situation. Strength is saying you don't need to do that, right? And go the distance. It may take a minute to get there. So like say you're wanting to get away from the 9-to-5 bullshit. You want to get into a place where you're doing something that is going to bring you some kind of financial security. Here's the thing. Even Gautama understood that asceticism was not the way. You can be spiritual and make money. And I feel like this is where this is going. But for a lot of you, you're too caught up in the thinking. And the thinking that, this is the way things have to be. In order for me to do that, you got to get rid of that. That's where obsession may be coming through. And again, with freedom, it's like you can change your perception on this. I would say right now that the best thing for you to do is if you feel like things are not progressing in the way that you want them to in order to get you to this place of the 9 of Pentacles, and you feel like you don't have a choice but to do things in a certain way that aren't leading to that kind of emotional happiness that you may be remembering from the past, give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Don't force anything. Hold on to that inner strength and control that monkey brain. Don't let it go nuts, because it will tell you a bunch of shit that it's not going to help you. You have control over that, right? I love this reading in the way that it's making me feel. But, I worry that for some of you, there is an inability to clear up fear and anxiety and how things are going to move forward in your life. Because right now, nothing's happening. You're just chilling out and looking back at the past. But again, be careful, right? And you don't have to force shit. Everybody has a right to be in a place where they feel secure and they can enjoy their life. That is your birthright. Only the monkey brain is going to tell you otherwise. And the outcome, justice. So making a choice that is balanced. Correcting mistakes in your mental thinking. Doing some serious healing and recovering. I love it. I love that justice is coming out there. Show me justice. The 5 of Pentacles, yeah. The Page of Swords. Okay. And then the Page of Pentacles, absolutely. So there is something that needs to be learned. The way that I look at the Page of Pentacles is, first of all, it is communication of a new opportunity coming through in the material, right? So this may be a new opportunity for you to start doing something that is going to create this financial security and abundance, but you need to get away from this thinking pattern of, I don't see how that's possible for me. But the Page of Pentacles is also saying, and the Page of Swords kind of reinforces it here, because the Page of Swords, typically I don't like this little bastard, right? I've always had a problem with the Page of Swords because to me it's like half-truths. It's looked at as the communicator that would purposely pick and choose certain information to play two sides, going back and forth in between kings, going, hey, this king said this and this king said that, manipulating situations. But this may be that you're also curious about gaining more information. And with the Page of Pentacles, absolutely something new needs to be learned before an opportunity can be taken full advantage of. And the fact that you have the Knight of Pentacles in the past, beautiful. That is the way that you need to move forward. It may be slow, but as long as there's a detailed plan moving forward, eventually you are going to land in this place where it's easier for you to make a more balanced decision about what you want to do that's going to create this security. And the 5 of Pentacles is just indicating that there was lack. There may have been lack in finances. There may have been this feeling of rejection when it comes to certain opportunities. And the Page of Swords is just saying, hey, there's more information here. You're not getting the full picture. And the Page of Pentacles, immediately, as soon as that information comes through, a decision can be made. Something new can be learned here that is going to produce some kind of result in your physical world, right? I love it. So wherever you've been feeling lack before, you have to get your mindset away from that and understand that the possibilities are infinite. You know, be careful about this obsessive thinking that, you know, things can only happen in a certain way, because the universe is unlimited. The only thing that limits you is your own thinking. Reconnect with spirit, yeah. Wisdom. And confidence. Yep. So reconnecting with spirit, it's so important. There oftentimes are moments where we get too caught up in the material world and we neglect the spiritual need. And this is what you need to be doing right now, because when you reconnect to your infinite nature and understand that the possibilities are infinite and that your thoughts are the only things that are blocking you, that's when wisdom is created, right? And then needing to have confidence in yourself and not feeling like you need to force a situation to happen. But again, needing to persevere through, you know, this moment of lack, right? It's temporary, right? Impermanence. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. And then first light, beginning a new cycle. Hell yeah. And beginning it from a place where you are reconnecting to what your heart wants, right? You know, again, you can be spiritual and make money, but you got to clear up the garbage that's going on in your mind right now.